Hey everybody, Happy New Year. About, half a month late, but better late than never. It's been interesting to see everybody's videos about their plans for 2016. You guys are organized. That's a pretty good example for me. I guess that's part of my problem. I'm not organized. I have an overarching goal for next year to just be more productive. And considering how little I've done in the past couple of years even, I think I've set the bar pretty low for myself, so I shouldn't have any problem jumping over that one. I can just do a couple of things and I've achieved my goal. It's doable. Yay for achievable goals. So I don't have a color-coded list or anything, but got a very short little list of things that I really want to accomplish. One thing is, Downton Abbey's ending up this year, and kind of sad, but I think it's right for them to sort of close the book on it. So a while back I had downloaded this Sheena Rogers design of Downton Abbey. It's just 6 inches by 6 inches. It looks way more complicated than it is. Surely even I can finish a 6 inch by 6 inch cross stitch within about a month and a half, maybe, I think. I have got my embroidery floss ready. Even got some new needles and a needle threader. I had to make a guess on some of it. I've got a ton of embroidery floss from when I was into cross stitch several years back. And the British or English numbers the color names that go with them don't match the American color names, but I think they're the same. Like gold over there is harvest over here, and things like that. So what I couldn't find in the exact numbers, I think I've got pretty close matches in what I already have. So hopefully by next week or week after, something should happen. That will be well underway. I really want to get that done at long last. The other thing is, this is the 50th anniversary for Star Trek this year. I'm kind of not connected with Star Trek fandom lately, and haven't heard about any kind of big events going on for it, strangely, but surely like San Diego Comic-Con will have something, and I'd like to commemorate it some way. Star Trek started up back when I was little, and it was the only show that my whole family would watch together without arguing. It had enough action and adventure for Dad and my brothers, and Mom watched it for Captain Kirk, and I watched it for Chekhov. I was right in the demographic that Gene Roddenberry had in mind when he added Chekhov to the show. So it'd kind of be sad to let that pass and not commemorate it in some way. Last year I had gotten this blue fabric. It's from Camelot Fabrics. And the reason I just got the blue was because they had this in a red and gold colorway. Because the shirts in Star Trek are blue for science, and gold for command, and red for you're gonna get killed off if your name isn't Uhura or Scotty. So the blue was just hard to find, so I grabbed some of that and thought, I've got time to get the red and the gold, and promptly forgot about it. And so I had to do some scrambling recently and couldn't find it anywhere until I finally checked under a couple of different words in Etsy, and somebody out in Oregon had the red and the gold. I just ordered a half a yard each because, you know, money. But that should be winging its way to me pretty soon. So I'll do something with those. I like those. They did a whole line of Star Trek fabrics, and some of them were nice like that one, and some of them were just, I don't know what you would actually do with that fabric. But anyway, the other thing that I have is a t-shirt iron-on. With Spock, of course. Live long and prosper. I mean, as much as I like Kirk and Chekhov and everybody, most people, when they think about Star Trek, they think about Spock. Yeah, it's just really sad that Leonard Nimoy didn't make it to the 50th anniversary, but then, you know, James Doohan didn't either, who played Scotty, and DeForest Kelley, who was Bones, didn't, you know, passed away several years ago. So we're losing a lot of them. So I hope they really do something to somewhere to have a big blowout and commemorate them. The other thing is a Wonder Woman quilt. The idea for that got started back, was it last year, I guess, that a Girl Power line came out, and they have different fabrics. They had one that was just Wonder Woman. Wish I'd gotten more of that. They had some that had Batgirl and Supergirl along with her. They had several different lines of those. I'm not crazy about Batgirl and Supergirls, but anyway, had those. I think I've showed them to you a long time ago. Sort of monocolor. But then I found this, what I think is really awesome and super groovy and cool Wonder Woman fabric on eBay. Reminds me of the 70s or so. I don't know if this is a vintage fabric or if it's a new line or what. Yeah, there are a couple of flaws in the printing, but overall it's good fabric. So yeah, I would like to make a Wonder Woman wall hanging Wonder Woman quilt. And someday I'm going to make my Doctor Who t-shirt quilt. Is that going to be this year? I don't know. But they're there. So those are kind of fanish things that I'd like to do. Otherwise, I'd like to do more weaving. I would like to do any weaving at all. I was going to do a guild project last year, and that fell through. I just didn't get it done. And this is ridiculous. I have looms, I have yarns, I have a BFA with a concentration in weaving. So I need to do more stuff like this rayon chenille scarf that I made a long time ago. I've got a ton of rayon chenille that I could be using. So I want to get back into that and be more productive. The last thing is my super cool Christmas present, the TARDIS cookie jar. Thing of it is, when you open it up to get your cookie, and there's your little bin there. You've got a removable bin that you can wash. Da-da-da-da. But when you shut the lid, yep, everybody in the house knows you got a cookie. which may be a good thing for me. So anyway, I thought this was cute, and I really appreciate my brother and his girlfriend giving it to me. So anyway, I will take my TARDIS, and I don't think I can get in it, but we will see you next week in the future. Bye bye.